Let's look at this 4-mark question from the ecology unit of A-level biology. So the mark, release, recapture method can be used to estimate the population size. Explain how. Now this is a method that you use to estimate the population size for animals. So for example, you can use it for fish, you can use it for small mammals like shrews or mice. And it will give you an idea of how many of that animal are present in that particular habitat. Obviously, it is only an estimate, but it's kind of one of the best methods that we have. First thing to say is you would capture, or you can say collect, your first sample. So for example, you'd set up little mammal traps or you'd use fishing nets to collect or capture your first sample. You would mark those organisms in some way. So you'd physically mark them in some way, and then you would release them. Okay? Now, second marking point you're going to get for talking more about that marking. It's important that the marking does not cause harm. You can say it should be non-toxic, so like non-toxic paint, but also you've got to make sure it doesn't wash off, because if it washes off, that's going to ruin your whole process. So you do have to make sure the mark will stay on, but it's important to say it does not cause harm, it's non-toxic, or it does not affect survival chances. Okay? Right, marking point number 3. After you've released these animals, so you've marked them, you've released them, you need to allow enough time for the animals to mix fully with the rest of the population before catching or collecting your second sample. Now, why is that important? Well, let's just think about it with a bit of common sense. If you mark your individuals, release them, and then straight away set up your traps again in the same place, those individuals you've marked are not going to have time to kind of move away and fully mix with the rest of the population. So it's likely you'll catch lots of the same individuals again because they're still close by, and that will then give you like an invalid estimate for your population size. So you've got to allow time for them to mix fully with the rest of the population before you capture your second sample. Now the way to get the 4th mark is to actually give the equation that you would use. So you catch your second sample. When you've caught your second sample, you're going to count, aren't you, how many animals were in your second sample, but also how many of those animals were marked. So how many did you catch in your second sample that you'd already caught in your first sample? Once you've got that data, you're basically going to do number in first sample, so the number you caught the first time, multiplied by the number in the second sample, the number you caught the second time. You multiply those together and then you divide by the number in the second sample that were marked, which they basically represent the individuals that you caught the first time and you caught the second time. If you do that equation, so number in first sample times number in second sample divided by the number in the second sample that were marked or have been recaught, that's how you get your estimate for the population size of that animal in that habitat. If you enjoy content like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the link in the description below to join my biology course.